What's going on, ninjas? It is Thunder Pumper 2. No. Wait, no. It's Wacky Wednesday, or some may call it Granny Wednesday. How about we call it Whack-a-Granny Wednesday? So we're here at the 5-acre property getting ready to go to Hamburger Hill. But why are you doing the 5-acre property? But why are you doing the Hamburger Hill? Once you did just have last weekend? That's right, ninjas. You guessed it. We have gone weekly. And I want to say a big thank you to my customer for understanding for all the excess grass and overgrowth that we've been battling. And I had asked politely if we could go to weekly just because it's growing like crazy, and they totally understood it, so I'm really appreciative of that. Look at these stripes. This is what you get when you go on a weekly schedule, ninjas. This is what you get. You get some stripes. Yes. Check it out. Woo! Yeah, look at that. That's right, ninjas. You get some stripes. All right, ninjas. We just wrapped up the Hamburger Hill. As you can see, it's looking better than ever, to be honest with you. Because every time we're here, we're battling freaking excess grass, and I can't make it as nice as I would like it to, but we don't have that problem today. Ooh, we even see some striplies. Little stripies. So, of course, you see we mowed the Hamburger Hill. McDouble over there has not gotten on a weekly schedule yet. I don't think they're going to do it this season, but I'm going to definitely encourage it again next season. And if they still refuse, then I'm either going to do two things. One, my price is going to go up, or two, I'm going to go ahead and drop the account. So sometimes, ninjas, that's what you got to do. Anyway, that totally could be mowed right now, and by next week it's going to be overgrown again. Anyway, I wanted to walk down here and just quickly show you. We just wrapped it up, and we're headed to the next one, but 5 acres are done. Whew. And Hamburger Hill is done. I'm so happy that these are back, these are weeklies now, because it really makes it easier. And the yard turns out the way I want it to be, to present it to my customer. So there it is. We're off to the next one, ninjas. Whack-a-Granny Wednesday. Ninjas, so we're off to the next one. Two topics that we'd like to talk about. One I want to bring up, and one Sassy James. Oh,
you turn that camera so quick, I like to get whiplash. Just off the replay.
I like your new shades, Sass.
Oh, them's nice, aren't they? Like,
where'd you pick those up?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
These are the same ones Jackie Kennedy Onassis used to wear.
Oh, really? The only thing you're missing is stars.
Or a scarf.
Or a scarf.
I look good in a scarf. Red, I can pull a scarf off. Red like them scarves too.
So you just seen us mow that front yard. Well, you guys saw me mow it. Red mowed the back. Sassy did the weed eating, and we've just been all entailed today, guys. I haven't really recorded a lot, but two things I want to talk about. One of them I want to bring up and give my opinion on it. I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not. And the other one, Sassy wants to bring up. Who wants to go first? Ooh, okay, fine, Sassy, you can go first. So Sassy wants to, what?
I just want to know when the weed eater became an invaluable part.
When the weed eater became an invaluable part.
Yeah, well, everybody acts like weed eating is a demotion, or weed eating is something you do when you're not a trusted employee, or, But you do trust me with your most valuable asset out here, and that's your customers. So if I'm weed eating, you don't have to come check the backyard. You know I did it right. I took my time, looked at everything I needed to, and got it. A good weed eater is worth his weight in gold.
It's true.
So I was just wondering why people think that's a demotion. You know, somebody mentioned Red had to climb the ladder around here because he was just weed eating, and I was thinking, there ain't no ladder, A. And B, weed eating's an art, and it takes skill, and it takes time, and hard work to weed eat.
I agree. I don't know when it became that, oh, he's just weed eating. Oh, he's just doing a little bit of weed eating. He ain't on the mower. He's not trustworthy to be on the mower. I don't know. I never looked at it that way, and I never even heard of it that way until I started YouTube. And then people would just comment, he's just weed eating. He's just weed eating. Like, I never viewed it anything different from mowing or blowing off or weed eating until I started YouTube and I read some comments. And I'm talking guys like in the past, not anything recent. But yeah, you're right. I don't know. To me, weed eating is the same as mowing, honestly. Now it's two different jobs, of course, but dude, you know, like he said, if I trust you with weed eating, I trust you with my clients, I trust you mowing. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. Now I do have this whole thing, you know, 30 days, you got to be certified, and you got to, and that's more of not necessarily you got to just be stuck on a weed eater, but that's also just to develop trust to, you're going to show up on time, you care about your position, and then, you know, you kind of, you work your way up to it. But once you qualify, it's the same ordeal. There is no change. There's no, you know, you're either weed eating or you're mowing or you're blowing off. It's the same thing. But you're right. A lot of people view that as, oh, he's just stuck in a weed eating.
No, somebody has got to weed eat these yards. And babies, if you out there weed eating, the struggle real. But just hang in there because we're going to get through it together.
Red, any input on that?
Not really. Y'all pretty much cleared it up.
We cleared it up, he said.
Well, that's nice. I like things to be in the clear. Red, you want that hug?
Nope.
I don't know what's wrong with him today. He's all weird today.
Okay. One of the things I want to talk about, and I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, and then again, if I did, guys, you know, we've had a lot of new subscribers, so this could be new for a lot of people, but payments and money from customers to the employees. I want to cover this, and I want to ask you guys, how do you feel about that? Like, here's an example. Just earlier, we were at the black fence, and you guys already have seen that yard. It's a pretty big yard, especially in the front. Big feel. But I was on the phone in the truck, and Sassy and Red went ahead and, you know, and got started, and Sassy worked his way up to the front, you know, around the front area where the front door is. And the customer came out, chit-chatted with him, you know, asked him, I guess, if we could cut it a little bit shorter. But then he tried to hand him a check. Now, Sassy, what'd you do?
Oh, I asked him to just leave it out on the porch where you could find it.
So Sassy chose not to take the check, and that's actually really respectful, and I appreciate that. But I don't really necessarily have such a major problem if a customer hands the check to one of the ninjas and they bring it to me, because there's not, I really could care less. The only problem I have is I don't want to put the responsibility on them of holding payments, checks, cash, it doesn't really matter. And then they have to bring it to me. And what if that thing like falls out of their pocket? What if it gets lost? What if, then that's where you run into possible issues. And they could be completely innocent issues, you know, no hard feeling or not, you know what I mean saying, but it could turn into something that it does not have to be. And I don't want that on them. I don't want that on my customers. I don't want that. So that's the only thing I have about it. But as far as like trying to figure out if, you know, hey, here's a check and go hand it to Nick, I don't care. But I do appreciate the fact that you turned that down.
Well, I did it for two reasons.
Okay.
Number one, A, respectful. B, I don't need to know how much you make on that yard. I know what I make an hour, and that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I don't need to be out here in your business. That's your business. That's
Yeah.
James ain't getting in nobody's business but Red.
In my business.
I get all in his business. But I'm just saying, it is a trust issue, and it was.
I agree. Again, I'm gonna just kind of rephrase what I said. I don't care, but it is a respect thing. But it's more of a, they don't really need to deal with the money aspect of things. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So if a customer walks up to them, I have told both of them, if a customer walks up to them, tries to hand a cash or check, whatever it is, whatever method that they're paying, just say, hey, no, I'm sorry, I can't accept it. You know, just put it in the normal spot or hand it to Nick. And I think that really just avoids a lot of issues, okay, that could possibly develop down the road. Whether, like I said, just losing it, dropping it, can't find it, oh crap, where's it at? And then we have a problem, and then whatever. So that's the only reason for that. As far as like finding how much my yards cost, I could care less, because here, you know, what good is that going to do for them, right? What good is that going to do for you?
Well, that comes back to that little conversation you had a few videos back about trying to steal customers.
Oh.
I don't need to know. I'm doing my job. Plus, I've got so much to do now. I've already got to carry this baby yard to yard. Shoulders is tired. He old and tired. Look how hot and sweaty he is already. He nasty.
I'm not even sweating.
Yeah, I guess you do have a good point there, Sass, as far as, you know, if someone's intentions were not the best, then, you know, if they know your prices. But then again, I really don't even have worries in that, because loyalty is key. And if I have loyal customers and someone ends up trying to do something funny down the road, it's just going to turn out like it did for that one individual in the past, which I spoke to you guys about 2-3 videos ago. So, you know, it really doesn't matter to me, but I think it's just better the way it is. So what do you guys think? Do you guys have a problem with that? Do you have an issue if your clients walk up to your employees and say, hey, you know, here's your payment, you know, hand it to Nick or whatever? Or just sometimes customers don't think like that. They're in a hurry, they got their own life, they're trying to get out of there, whatever, you know, their own schedule, and they're just, oh yeah, I gotta pay the lawn guy, and so they want to hand the payment to the closest person that happens to be near them, closest to them. So, but let me know what you think on that. Do you have a problem with it? Why? Do you not have a problem with it? Why? And yeah, since when did weed eating become a whole little downgrade, I guess is what people say, right?
Yeah, them weed eaters ought to be proud of themselves. So like I said, it's hot, humid out here. We on foot, which we need rubbed by ass.
Red?
The only feet in this truck that needs to be rubbed.
Speak up, Red.
The only feet in this truck that needs to be rubbed is mine.
Oh, you gonna rub his feet?
I don't think so.
Because I be walking circles all around you.
Ooh!
You know what we could do, don't you?
What?
We could get a water hose and spray him.
I'm actually down for that. Let's
What?
do it.
What?
He like to do them George Michael videos. Just spray him like on that Freedom video.
There's no wet t-shirt contest going on, sorry.
I didn't say I was going to have a shirt on.
Whoa! Whoa! He's trying to go all commando over there.
I'm saying if he manscapes like he landscapes, I'd have to help him with that too.
Red?
Not happening.
Nah.
I don't want him to get jealous.
Get that baby little sun cream for that burn he's experiencing out there. That's what he needs.
Burn? You got a burn?
Where I got to burn at?
I believe that's it right there.
You got a burn?
I don't see a burn. I don't feel a burn.
Don't worry, I'll get you before the day's out. He got me earlier and caught me off guard. You know, he always back there like a sloth, and he jumped at me like a puma.
What the heck?
Still owe him one for that.
It's a Granny Wednesday, because it just happens to be a lot of granny yards that we mow on Wednesdays. Literally like grannies. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So we're just gonna call it a whack-a-granny.
Whack-a-granny?
Whack-a-granny. I didn't record yesterday, even I told you guys I would, so.
Thunder Pumper Tuesday.
Oh, snap, he said it! How'd you say it?
Thunder Pumper Tuesday.
You hear that, Sass?
Yeah, it sounded a lot like Barney. You gotta give it more enthusiasm. It's gotta be Thunder Pumper Tuesday.
Come on.
I'm not doing that.
Hey, it's a deer.
Yeah, well,
You guys
apparently something else needs to run like a deer.
Real quick, Ninjas, Sassy wanted to put a little quick, one little tip and input about that whole payments and checks and customers and employees. What was that, Sass?
Well, I said a business owner is a salesman, and if a customer approaches somebody out here working,
Why did you? Why?
well, I started with me because I know you like.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
But I was just saying, you're a salesman. That's why we got all these yards we mow and everything, because you're out here selling and pumping it. But you might not be a people person. So if the customer approaches them, it's just best to get them in the habit of saying, I'd prefer you to speak to the boss.
So you're saying, like, if a customer approaches an employee that may not be a people person, that may look bad on the company.
And you don't want that. Nobody wants nobody to look bad, Red.
Red?
He's just staring out the window now.
We're going. Oh, I also said before I started recording, I said, you know, what if you lose a check, or what if you drop it, you know, or what if your swamp butt, you know, being wet ruins the check?
Yeah, because there's a lot of perspiration. My thing.
Why? He's pointing at you.
What you pointing me for?
You always got swamp butt.
You do,
Because
so.
you always be checking it out. So you know when the moisture hits. I got to open this gate for y'all.
No, it says. I think this car's coming. We might be all right.
All right, do your job.
I will jump back.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I'm like a kangaroo now. I'm back in under there. Look how fast I am.
Oh, that was so nice of them. Look at that.
I think it was too.
That is so sweet. I'm gonna give him a little honk on that
You know,
one.
normal people in a Honda ain't that friendly.
Hey.
Did you say
Hey, honey boo boo.
But yeah, sometimes your, you know, sassy swamp butt, if he puts it in the pocket, could ruin the freaking check, and then I gotta go back to the customer and ask for another one.
Mm-hmm.
So how was it, Red?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Do you know how to make a 3-point turn?
I'm learning.
Okay, so...
I'm not gonna lie, I'm learning.
Okay, so my next question then is the previous lawn care company that you worked for, and I think you worked for several, right? So it's not just one. Did they not teach you to make a proper 3-way turn?
Well,
Or did they and you forgot, or did
on
they
the
not?
right is totally different from the sit down. because
Okay.
We're so lazy,
Okay,
and it's easier on the sit down than it is
watch out.
on the right.
Okay, how is it easier? Because to me, the way you're turning is kind of basically...
Because your controls are right here.
Okay.
Instead of right here.
So what does a 3-way turn consist of? Like how do you do it regardless of what machine you're on?
You don't let your tires stop.
You don't let your tires stop.
When you turn, your tires should still be going.
Okay.
Then you back up, and your tires go again.
Okay. So would you agree with that? You've mowed on a 0-turn sit down, haven't you? Okay. Would you agree or disagree that it's the same, or that it's harder to do a 3-point turnaround on a sit down than a stand on?
No, I think it's harder on the stand on actually.
So it's harder on the stand on to turn around.
Because you overthink it on the stand on.
And we know that because that took, yeah. We know that because how long did it take you to turn around? You were overthinking.
That's right.
So you are agreeing.
Oh yeah, that man's a bull rider. If he tells you something's bull crap, you can take that to the bank. That man knows his poop.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So both of you are saying it's harder to make a 3-point turn on the stand on.
It's harder to learn it. It's
Okay.
not harder to make it. I think sitting on the lawnmower is so last year anyway. So
You're so 10 years ago.
what'd he say?
I don't know.
I couldn't hear. I was drinking my water and ignoring that comment.
Let's go.
How you missed the spot? Right here. Look, you still missed the spot, did he not? You see it right there?
You did.
Right over here in the corner. Go about 3 feet to your right and all the way in the corner. Yeah. You make me do it all the time, so I don't want to hear it. There you go. Good boy.
What's behind him over there?
Hey, over to your left. Over that way. Hey, to your left. Put your weed eater down. No, keep going. Keep going.
So who's messing with who? Behind him.
He still missed it.
He did. Watch when he gets here, he'll see it.
Let me go do this. Let me go back here.
No, Red, that's in your perimeter.
Well, Sassy, you got it.
Oh, I know. I always get it in the end. What are you eating?
What's in you talking about?
Red, what are you eating?
He's always eating
Don't
something.
be nasty.
Something I've been
Daddy's on
trying to
his
give you
YouTube.
all day, but you wouldn't take it, so I'm eating.
I don't eat a burger without bread. That's like a burger. I want burger, tomatoes,
Lettuce,
Mayonnaise.
lettuce,
pickle.
onions.
Mayonnaise, very critical.
Yeah, who eats a burger, just a plain steak burger?
He knows all about that mayonnaise.
That's rude.
Thank you.
That's rude. Yeah. All right, ninjas, we just finished this apartment complex here. The sun is going down, and we are rushing to get it done. We got 2 more. One is a super small one, literally like 5 passes, which is right up the road. And then the last one is the school, which you guys have seen the school before. They asked us to mow it one additional time this week. They got something going on tomorrow, so they wanted it cut, but not a problem. It's on the way to the house. We'll take care of it. And that's gonna be it for today. We did, I don't know, guys, we probably did like 26 again, 25, something like that. It was a lot of yards today. And a lot more than what I recorded, at least, so to say. There's Red. Come on, Red! Hey, Sass! What a nice Toyota right here.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's a dang shame. Oh, you found a quick solution to that.
I'm a thinker.
Wow, just point. Hey. You're gonna have to start him up.
Will you blow me?